Good morning, friends, and welcome back for the Wednesday Wink. Today is like none other. I'm going way out of my comfort zone, and I think it's going to be fun for you as well as it is for me. Joe bought himself the flare. And yes, he's allowing me the opportunity to play with it just a little bit. So we opted to move it from the long arm room up here to the sewing studio to make it easier, and we've rearranged, and as you can see, my area looks a lot different, you know? So change is good, right? If you like change, drop me a heart. I'm driving Joe crazy, and I'm being honest with you. Every time he turns around, I'm like, ooh, let's do this, let's do this. Ooh, this would look better here, or, oh, I found a cool ruler, and I want to do something new with it too, you know? I am the worst for squirreling, and I own it 100%. So, I don't know about you, but I can tell you about me, and it's just a lot of fun. So today, for the Wednesday Wink, it is November the 12th. Can you believe it already? It's mind-blowing to me how fast this month is going. October blew us away. Areas up here around me, we've already had the snow. I'm not sure about you guys, but ooh, it's a bit nipply here. So anyway, yes, I'm playing, and I'm playing a lot. So let me show you a few things that I've gotten to play with. All right? So let me know what you think. Is that not stinking cute? At first, I didn't understand when I did this about the color roll, I guess is the word. So I was just picking a color every time I changed the thread, and that's what I did. First one out of the gate, and I think it looks kind of cool, right? Let me know in the comments what you think. So the next one I did was this. It's so cool to me that such a machine can create such pretty things, right? Yeah. So then I was like, last night I was sewing with friends, and look at this. I have not a clue what I'm going to do with all of these, but it's my time to play. I'm learning how to use the machine. I'm learning how to hoop and things like that. Learning what colors go well with each other. I definitely chose the black background, but I wanted everything that I did while I'm learning to thread, cut, thread the needle, use the needle cutter, do all the things. You can read anything, but until you do it, repetition, repetition. You know, you have to do it over and over for it to stick. So, I think they look so stinking cute. I don't know what I'm going to do, like I said. As you can see, the thread holes, I am playing. And that's what life is about, to play. Right? So, I just chose to line up a bunch of the different patterns that's already built in. And Joe's setting up one of our computers that we'll be able to use it strictly for the flare. And I think that's pretty cool. I know for me, yeah, I'm not tech savvy, and he's given me a chance to do this. God love the man. Nerves of steel, right? Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to bring you down to the table, but I want to slide something in first. Okay, now you've seen all the goodness. You saw what I was working on, right? Now I can show you. You ready? Is that not so cute? So what you just saw the machine doing was building this out. Tons and tons of thread changes. But like I said, the repetition, repetition, repetition. That's where I'm going to learn how to hoop things, how to back things, how to not get the puckers, how to get the bounce I need. That sounds like a drum. I have pre-cut tons and tons of the black just so that I can learn all of the software that the machine comes with. So I'm going to bring you down here and I'm going to show you a few things. So give me a second. Yeah. So right here, I want to make sure I have it to where you can see right there. So on your embroidery machine, if you're not familiar with them, they come with the latch here. So all you're going to do in loading and unloading is you're going to twist it. Everybody's machines are different, but this is the way our Baby Lock flare is. So all you do is pull it out of the hoop, and I'll show you real quick how to re-hoop. And to me, I'm learning, and that's what it's all about. I've cut my pieces the way I thought I needed. Yeah, they're a little too tight, but lesson learned. I want to make sure that the next go around, I do it just a little bit different. Now, there is these markings on this that you must line up. Make sure that when you do load, if you have one of these machines, great. If you've got tips and tricks and strategies, please send them to me as well. The directions say lay it on a flat surface. Absolutely, I 100% agree. Pull it taut, make it as tight as you can. When you're loading it down, don't pull it off the table. Now the flare, I have a lever I must pull up and twist. Now this is going to make it very, very tight in the frame. And that's what I'm doing right now, is tightening down the frame. All of these little wedges are getting nested really well into each other. And I'm going to go a little bit tighter than maybe I should, but I like to make sure that it doesn't slide. Now that I've got it finger tight, not like screwdriver tight, just finger tight, you push the lever down just like that. And then listen to this. Can you hear that? It's the drum sound. You're going to want to turn it over and make sure you don't have any puckers and everything is nested. As you can see here, you can see the little cross marks. That's important. That way you're learning how to put these in the frames, tighten these down. You're going to use the right things along the way. So let me show you this. I am very proud of this. Did I create it? No, the machine did. But look at that. I am very proud of that. I just think, could I have did the colors just a little bit better? Maybe. But it reminds me of the squirrels in our area. The machine does tell me what colors to use, but I wanted to change a few of the colors, like the branch right here. We have a tree outside of our window, and that's kind of like the color that it is, like that burnt wood. And we have orange squirrels, orangish fur-colored squirrels around us. So that's just for us. So let me turn on my iron and get it hot. I should have already done that. And show you the way that I do mine before I trim these down. I want to make sure that I do have all of the threads. Now you're going to have to just trimmy. And that's what it's all about. Get into those nooks and crannies, anywhere that you see thread, and give it a good blow. And I don't mean that, you know, y'all dirty minds. But anyway, I like to press this good and flat before I do the trimming, because you're surely not going to use it like this. And like I said, I have absolutely no goal for this. But right now, I am learning the machine. And to me, that's what is important. I don't want to have buckles or creases or anything when I'm trimming this in. Now, in my stash, I use Fallon rulers. I don't care what name's on this. I just want to make sure that I'm using it to the best of my ability. And I really think that I'm going to cut this one this way. So let me shut the iron back off because I need to move this pad. And I'll show you how I'm going to square this up. I want to try to keep, while I'm playing with this small hoop, everything lined up nice and tidy. So there is a dot on this. So I'm centering it right dead center. This does slide a good bit. So you're going to want to make sure that you hold it down. This does not have this sticky stuff that we're used to with the Fallon rulers. So I'm going to line it back up in the corner. And when our group's called, yeah, the squirrely quilters, what do, you know? So when I found this on the machine, I was like, I just have to make one and see what it turns out. Now, you can use these for postcards. You can use them for anything. But right now, I'm using mine for practice just so that I can learn the techniques that I want to use, the way that the machine calls for me to twist things, turn things. This is the interface thing that came with it, but I have purchased the tearaway, so it won't be quite as stiff and bulky. I did starch my fabric beforehand, and I'm trying to trim everything to this size. And this is a 5x7. Maybe I throw them all together and make a border. I don't know what I'm going to do. But for right now, that is your Wednesday Wink. I hope that you enjoyed it. The machine that I am using is Joe's, and it is the Baby Lock Flare. Very easy to use, very fun to use, and we're both enjoying it. So stay tuned for tips, tricks, and strategies from time to time on what I've learned and how I'm using Joe's machine. Take care, everyone. God bless you. Enjoy your week and take care. Bye, guys.